So over the weekend, Fox and Friends doing a segment about a county in Tennessee. Okay, it's Dickson County, and their public school decided that they were going to take down flags altogether because of a specific issue they were having. First, let's set up the story.
Banned the Confederate flag in the wake of the drama over the Confederate flag, some saying it's the root of America's problems, and in so doing decided because they can't make fine distinctions between flags they like and flags they don't, they were banning all flags, and that would include the American flag itself.
A lot of students were hanging flags on the back of their, their cars, their pickup trucks, their SUVs and things, particularly on Football Fridays, showing their patriotism or their heritage to the Confederacy.
Now, if they had just left it at that, okay, you say, hey, listen, I get obviously why the school district's really worried about the Confederate flag, and is that divisive, and is that going to cause racial issues? Plus, it's not a good message to send out. But you know what? They overstepped their bounds. They shouldn't have taken down the American flag as well. Maybe they make an exception that only the American flag can fly. If you'd left it at that, I'd probably agree with you. But it's Fox News. You think they're going to leave it at that? They're not going to leave it at that. Watch.
This is not about a school district in Tennessee. This is about a long-term trend where the people who run everything, the elites in Washington, New York, and L.A., despise rural America and its culture, suspect any who doesn't live in their cities of being a bigot, and they're trying to crush that culture by banning its symbols, not just the Confederate flag, but the American flag. They hate expressions of patriotism. It makes them uncomfortable, let's be honest.
And Americans feeling guilty about being American for some reason, or not having patriotism like we used to. Come on, America, let's wake up and before the American flag ends up in a museum.
Okay, so wait, let me get this right. The elites are doing this, but wait a minute, it's not the elites. Nobody in New York or San Francisco or Washington made that decision. The local school board in Dickson County, Tennessee made that decision. Interfering with the locals, they are the locals. So you just made that whole thing up. The elites had nothing to do with this. And by the way, you know who's elite? Fox News anchors making millions of dollars a year. You're the elites. You're complaining about a school board in Dickson County and how they're making a decision based on elites? That's absurd. But now let's get to the core of the issue, okay? And it's very similar to actually a bumper sticker I saw over the weekend. So like, won't apologize for America. But who asked you to? Okay, we didn't ask you to do that. Nobody came around and told Dickson County officials, apologize for America. They said, oh, I'm sorry, and they wrapped up the flag. No, the issue came up because of the Confederate flag. And these guys turned it around and make it seem like, oh, the patriotic thing to do would be to fly all those flags. No, taking down a Confederate flag is actually the single most patriotic thing you can do. Remember, the Confederacy rebelled against the United States of America. They went to war against us. They're the least patriotic people that have ever existed in history. Okay? So taking down their flag is wonderfully patriotic. Again, if you say, hey, you know what? The school board doesn't want to get into which flag is right, which flag is wrong, but they should have kept the American flag, then I'm with you, okay? Yeah, they should have made an exception for the American flag, but Fox News didn't leave it at that. Oh, this is about the elites and how they hate the American flag and they hate patriotism. No, it has nothing to do with any of that. You made that up, as usual, and completely bungled it in the process.